It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Raiders and the Barons on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Brooklyn Barons and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 93 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lucas. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Elliott. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Elliott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Elliott. He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Lucas, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Elliott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking to throw on second down. Elliott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Elliott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set alone a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Shepard now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Elliott. He finds his man, complete. That's time.
Elliott's pass, complete to number 88, a 6-yard pickup.
To throw on 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Lucas. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. Lucas. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. To throw on 3rd down, Elliott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 63 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 17-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Brooklyn.
Dances by at the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll try and run for it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Barons are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Raiders, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's when they could be.
He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Las Vegas.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Back to throw. Elliott. He finds his man complete. That's McGee. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 1st and 10, Elliott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Lucas. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Elliott. And that is. I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it. Fielded
just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, it's Lucas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throwing on 1st down, Elliott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 1:52 to play until halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lucas. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 35-28 the final as they win by a touchdown. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's 2nd and inches at the Raiders' 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Complete to number 13. Again, 7. First down, Aaron.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Elliott. And this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw, Elliott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McGee. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Lucas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 30.
On first and 10, Elliott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Elliott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Lucas. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken on the midfield logo. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
2nd down and 3. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And it's caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Barons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Raiders 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down, Elliott. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
Complete to number 5. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4.
To throw on second down, Elliott. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Elliott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raiders heading out to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Elliott. And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6
put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing after the interception, Elliott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 89. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Looking to throw on second down. Elliott forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's McGee.
That's good.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, Elliott being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The Raiders on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Elliott. And he'll just get rid of it. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Throwing to start the drive. Elliott. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st and 10, Elliott. Over the middle, complete. It's McGee. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Elliott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Shepard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back to throw again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
A gain of 2. Makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Results, 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand
scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll take this ahead.